All right, fans. Now introducing the starting lineups for your Arizona Diamondbacks. No, this actually is going to be a review video. I just kind of had to get that out of my system. I was looking at the here. I don't know how to move this, but I was looking at the Arizona Diamondback flag that I have. But I wanted to do another review video. And I'm going to do two different ones. One with an airline that I do not like, and one with an airline that I do like. So let's just get the negative one out of the way. So this review is going to be for Spirit Airlines. And I'm sorry to say this, but Spirit Airlines is the absolute worst airlines to fly on. And I'll tell you why. Because they really screwed me over in a few different ways. For one, I was really mad at them because I was supposed to fly out to Dallas to see the Cowboys take on who was it? Who was on the Monday night to the Tennessee Titans for the Monday Night Football game. So I get to the airport a good 3 hours before the game. I was doing everything right up until that point. But I was sitting in the lobby or in the little waiting area. And they never called over. Usually I got a little mouse right here. Like they call through the intercom. Usually, now boarding, zone 1, zone 2, or pre-boarding, zone 1, zone 2, zone. They never did that. So I was a little confused. I saw some people get up and start walking like towards the line. So I thought, okay, well maybe the intercom must be broken, or maybe they just made an announcement up front, just in front of the group of people. I'm not sure, but they never made an announcement. But I just saw everybody get up, start moving towards the line. So I'm like, okay, well, that must be it. But me, what I usually do is wait until the crowd, goes through. Because I don't want to be pushing and shoving, and like I hate being part of the crowd that is just ramming into each other, trying to get in line. You're all going to the same place. You're all getting on a plane. So I usually wait until the end, till there's like 5 or 6 people left, until the crowd dies down, and then I'll get in line so I avoid all the chaos and all that. But I did that, and I went up to the line, and they scanned my ticket, and they said, "This flight's for Las Vegas." And I was just like, what are you talking about? This is for Dallas. They're like, oh, no, it's the line next to it. So they had 2 lines going at the same time through the same entrance. And when I got up there, he said, oh, it's the other line was Dallas. And they said they actually just shut the door a minute ago. So they never announced that they were boarding Dallas. And they started boarding 2 different planes at the same time through the same. I mean, there was like a little rope that separated like the 2 lines, but there were 2 lines going towards towards a door. They basically were boarding 2 planes at the same time, and they never announced it. They didn't let you know what was going on. So I ended up missing my flight, and I was really upset about this. And I kept calling customer service, and they were not listening to me. They kept telling me, well, you need to make sure that you get to the airport 3 hours before. I'm just like, you're not listening to me. I was at the airport hours before the flight. The issue was the fact that they never announced it. And so when I got to the end of the line, I missed my flight because they were boarding 2 flights at the same time. And they didn't even announce that they were boarding a plane. So, so I missed that flight. And then I called them like 10 different times, arguing with them, saying that you're not listening to me. And I eventually called corporate, and they didn't like my attitude. So I had 2 other reservations coming up with flights with them, and they canceled them. They did give me a refund, but that doesn't help me because now I got to go rebook another flight at the last minute, and I have to pay the increased amount because I'm having to scramble now to look for flights. And I've already got tickets to the games. I already have reservations with Airbnb. So it's not like, okay, well, just I'll just take the money and I'll just stay at home. Like I've already got tickets, I've already got hotel reservations, so I can't just back out of it. I've got to get a flight. But now I'm going to have to pay an increased fare because I have to book it like basically at the last minute now. So I don't like them. I don't like Spirit Airlines at all. They canceled all three of my flights. And there was no communication about what airline they were boarding. They were boarding two planes at the same time. And they were just very, very disrespectful, and they were not listening to me. You call customer service and you'll get somebody in the Philippines every single day. You will not get anybody in customer service in America unless you contact corporate, is what I did, and they are in Florida. You can Google it. You can find that information out yourself. It's a 954 area code, but if you do some research, you can eventually get a hold of corporate, but it's very difficult to get a hold of corporate. It took me a lot of research to figure out who I was supposed to get a hold of. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm just saying Spirit Airlines, I do not like them. I would not recommend them. They screwed me out of 3 flights now. 3 flights. One at the airport, there was the issue at the airport. The other 2, they flat out said, we don't want you flying with us anymore. We don't like your attitude. So, okay. I got a ticket with American Airlines, another with Frontier, but I don't think I will ever fly with Spirit ever again. And I would never, ever, ever recommend them to anybody. And that's just my opinion. And you could, get what you want out of this, but I'm just letting you know I did not like my experience I had with Spirit. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and I will see you guys next time.